Time is a healer, I hear everyone say. It will get better, just take it day by day. Stand tall, stand strong, don't bear any weight, for that will only hold you back, and fate is that, just fate. We never know what's coming, it's best that way, you see, for who would want to know when there would be pain or misery? So think good thoughts and smile, you know that all is well. Keep moving on the path of life, you're not here just to dwell. For time is a great healer, for that is the deal. It's that moment when you need to rest, recuperate, and heal.
It's that moment when you need to rest, recuperate, and heal. Janice, absolutely. You could not be speaking more my language. Thank you so much for another absolutely beautiful, inspired poem. Janice sent that in to me a few months ago, and I've been waiting for a proper moment where that would make sense, and I haven't released my scheduled podcast as usual, and if subscribers and regular listeners will know, I have actually missed out a week. And I had no idea what to talk about today, so I thought, right, get up in the back bedroom, switch the laptop on, and just start talking. And as I did so, I thought, I still got one of Janice's poems to put on. And I listened to it, and I thought, wow, that is apt. So, hello everyone. Welcome to this mini episode of the Psychic Explorer. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Blimey. I do apologise for missing a week. I know I normally go out every other Thursday. I have to be honest though, last Thursday, I was not in a good place. I was very ill. I'm sure I have had COVID. I did do a test, but it came back negative. I'm pretty sure these COVID viruses are now evading the 2-line tests that we all put a cotton swab into our nose and the back of our throats, not necessarily in that order. And it did come back negative. So I don't know, but I looked online and the new Nimbus variant, I had all of the symptoms: achy, very fatigued, swallowing razor blades. I woke up every morning and my throat, my God, every time I swallowed it was just horrendous. So yeah, it was not fun. I had a whole week off work, and when you are self-employed, having a week off of work is not good, but one must rest and one must listen to one's body, mustn't one? And I have to admit, I've been feeling very burnt out, very drained, run down is the word I'm trying to look for, the phrase I'm trying to look for. There's been a lot of stuff going on. This is not going to be an episode where I drone on about my woes or my problems or anything like that. So don't worry, don't switch off just yet. But more an episode just to sort of check in with you. But I have been feeling really run down recently. I'm very disconnected. I've not been doing any meditations, which is ironic because my last solo episode was one about meditations. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background of life at the moment, which has really been quite distracting. And actually, for me, I found it's not been fun. It's not been great. But again, not your problem, completely mine. But that's just to say that I have been feeling extremely disconnected. I've been going to Circle. I've done a few readings, and actually those readings have not gone very well, or at least I don't feel I've been in the right vibe for it. So I'm wondering if actually my next solo episode should be about taking a break, not taking a break, but about taking a break, because that's what I feel like I've done. I feel like this illness has forced me just to stop. I basically sat on the sofa and I started a 30-day Amazon Prime subscription. I intend to cancel it before the 30 days is up, because I don't understand why you were subscribed to a service and then you got to still pay for stuff even after you have subscribed to it. But I did get through an entire 4 series of Jeremy Clarkson's Farm, and I know he is a controversial figure, but I have to admit, I still do find him quite entertaining, providing he's not talking about politics or other bullshit. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. But yeah, so I've literally been sat on the sofa for a whole week, and if I haven't been sleeping, then I've been watching Jeremy Clarkson's Farm, and I have felt absolutely no no inclination whatsoever to get on the laptop to do some recording. I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't have been able to hear me anyway because my voice sounded like sounded like I was dead. It sounded like I was a ghost, and also I was coughing every 5 minutes. And I did not want to have another bout of horrendous editing like I did on the first episode when I had that cough. So I just stopped. I've not done a thing, and it's been so nice. on Sunday night, before I went to work on yesterday, Monday, I'm recording this now on Tuesday evening. So yesterday was my first day back to work in a week. And on Sunday evening, I thought, oh, God, I feel all right. I feel like I'm going to be okay. Can I just string it out one more day? I thought, no, don't. You got to get out. Earn that coin. Earn that money. So all that is just to say that it's been really nice to stop. And it's made me reflect on this, on not in the podcast, but also just my spirituality in general. You will know because I have said about it or at least I've hinted at it in recent episodes, that I have been feeling quite disconnected. I've not been feeling that same vibe. And I've really missed it. I've really missed just sitting and stopping and just absorbing the energy around me. But I've also learned to listen to what I do or don't need in that moment. And as I came up here this evening, I thought, right, let's do a quick episode. Just do a very, very small one, very short one, just to check in with everyone. And I was sat here and I thought, I don't know how to start it. And then I remembered that I had Janice's poem still that I hadn't shared with everyone. And I put it on and it just spoke to me. Time is a healer. Absolutely it is. So I'm giving myself that time. I'm being kind to myself. I'm being compassionate. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I am just being. And it feels really nice to say that, actually. As I sat here and as I listened to Janice's poem, I pulled a card, and it's a lovely card. I'll post it on my Instagram account. And the way that I interpret this card is that this man is basking in the energy of the moon. And of course, at night when the moon is out, it's in our nature to stop, rest, and relax. And this moon is hovering above the mysterious pyramids of Giza, full of mysticism and full of wonder. And this guy is just stopping and looking and resting, and the mysticism and the wonder is still there, waiting to be discovered, but he is just pausing and basking in that glorious energy that comes from the moon. And it's just occurred to me that as this episode goes out, it is the night of the full moon. I promise you, I had not planned this. This card was pulled completely randomly. It is the buck moon. So, I don't really put much stock in the names of these moons, but I am conscious that it is a full moon as this episode goes out. And this card is depicting a big, bright full moon. And I'm going to choose to take this as a sign, take this as a meaning that I just need to bask in its energy. So, yeah. If my other half finds me in the hammock on Friday morning, chilled to the bone because I've been out all night, then, yeah. There's no way I can do that. There's no way. I like my bed too much, far too much. So I'm going to stop rambling now. And if there's any of that resonated with you, then hey, take it, do. If you're feeling a bit run down, if you're feeling a bit rough, if you're feeling like you're not really connected, take that time to look after you. Take that time to fill up your cup so that you can afford to fill other people's. Just a reminder that I'm going to try and get myself back on track, and next week's episode is a good one. It's another guest episode with a very lovely young lady called Delana Luna, and we talk about sexuality and spirituality. I know Pride Month was June, or is June traditionally, but where I live, my local town stroke city, our Pride is in July. So yeah, that's the excuse I'm using to put out this Pride episode a month later than everyone else. But whatever. I don't think you have to have an entire month for Pride. It can be whenever you want, and it can be for when you need it. So it's a real good one. She goes really deep into this topic of spirituality and sexuality, and it's for everyone. Even if you don't class yourself as a member of the LGBT plus community, then this is still for you. There's still things that Delana says in this podcast episode which really chimed with me. Yeah, she hits quite deep, and it's really interesting to self-reflect as well on what she says. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to releasing that one. So without further ado, I'll leave you be. Have a wonderful rest of your week, people. Take time for yourself, and I'll speak to you next time. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Bye.